That's it, Carlos, the Ultimate Fitness Training once again, and thank you so much for watching the video. And today we're doing a video about a particular subject of which some of you guys have sent me via Instagram about, Carlos, give me the 5 main tips, because you're like 5 main things. Give me the 5 main tips in order for weight loss. So here we are, another video in order to help us become our greatest versions. So I'm going to give you 5 tips in order to help you to lose weight effectively, safely, and you maintain basically that weight loss. Okay, so number 5 is, as you guys know, we all talk about activity, training. So first one, obviously, you got to train. Okay, now depending on your body composition, being an ectomorph, mesomorph and endomorph, being natural slim, medium-sized person, or slightly muscular, or being a slightly larger person, depending on that particular body composition, you design a particular program. So training is vital. So you must train at least 3 to 5 times a week, depending on your body composition. Now, one of the things that gets really complicated is sometimes the type of training you have to do. Now, one way of which I find, although training people for 20 years and training loads of different sort of personnel out there, what you find is everyone's different and everyone reacts slightly different to training. However, after training loads of different people, having the practical experience and having 20 years of studying and helping others transform their bodies, their mind and their souls, what happens is there's a bit of a common denominator. So one of the most important things is actually training effectively and training consistently, because a lot of us, what we tend to do is we fail to train consistently. We train well for 2 or 3 times a week, 2 or 3 weeks, 3 or 4 months, and then we'll stop. Okay, and then we stop for 3 or 4 months and then we restart again. So that particular way does not help you. So you've got to be consistent in the training that you do. And obviously cardio training after your weight training works best for weight loss, because doing weight training obviously increases your muscle tissue. That not necessarily mean you're going to end up like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but will increase your muscle tissue. Therefore, muscle is metabolic active tissue, and then what it does then is burns calories in order to maintain itself there. And then obviously the cardio itself will burn excess calories and will get you leaner, toner version of yourself. Then I'm going to lead to number 2, of which have the correct nutrition. Now, this is not a video just about diet, and one thing is, a lot of people don't understand what diet means, what nutrition means. Okay, being on a diet is something that it's not going to last. Okay, now you probably hear guys that compete, that do a lot of dieting. Those guys only doing that dieting for the period of which that runs up to the competition. So let's say 12 weeks, 14 weeks, some people do longer, but let's say between 12 and 10 weeks they do, probably 8 weeks, some people less, but more or less it's 10 to 12 weeks. And those things happen where they diet rigorously in order to get to a very low body fat, in order to show their physique to the best of their ability. That could be bodybuilding, that could be muscle modeling, that could be bikini model, whatever it is, right? But that's a diet, that's something you're gonna do, which sometimes can be quite extreme and sometimes not healthy as well, because a lot of the stuff you do is extreme. So in order to look that way, however, I wouldn't advise for someone to do that to become healthy, because a lot of the dieting that we out there do in order to get on stage to win a trophy is not a healthy diet. Okay, very hard to get a healthy diet and look amazing on stage, so the two don't really go together. You might speak to a lot of so-called experts that might think there is a safer way of, however, but it's not very safe, if that makes any sense. There is a safer ways of doing it, but obviously there's a lot of substances as well that a lot of people take in order to get on stage, which I would not advise. However, everyone pays the price for whatever they want to do in the long term. But dieting is something that is short term. Now, what I'm advising you guys to do is to have a nutrition lifestyle, of which you basically change your bad habits. Say a lot of people eat a lot of sugar, a lot of breakfasts that are packed full of sugars, of which is bad for you. So definitely change those to organic, say organic oats. Change them to things that are powerful foods, the likes of avocados, fruit juices, although they've got fructose, but they're very powerful in antioxidants and minerals. So those things will help you become having lifestyle choices of which are a lot healthier. Try to basically eat cleaner. So for instance, if you have a lot of greens, for instance, if you have a lot of organic vegetables throughout the day, for instance, are we having cucumbers, which is one of the best alkaline foods there is. It actually drags water away from the intestine. Asparagus, broccoli, all those kind of foods, blueberries, blackberries, grapes, bananas. Are we having those foods that are packed with antioxidants, that will help us to basically become a stronger version of ourselves? Once you start changing these versus pack of crisps, sandwiches, bread, you know, snacks, sugary snacks, salty snacks, savory foods, and once you start stopping all this snacking and you start changing to healthier snacking, all of a sudden you'll see that your nutrition sort of program will change completely, and so will your weight. Okay, now the other thing I'm going to say, which is going to be number 3, is the supplementation. Now a lot of us fail to realize in order to have the correct nutrition program is to have a very, very good also supplement list. Now it doesn't mean supplements. People always think supplements, protein shakes. No, I actually thought to tell you this because it's something that a lot of people make a mistake about, the actual supplements. Now I wouldn't say that protein shakes are completely wrong. It's up to you. Do your own research. I would personally not take them because a lot of them are full of sugars. However, there's some good organic ones, but do your own research for it. Or I will do a video actually about protein shakes. Excuse me. So definitely advise you guys to basically stay with supplements of which will make a stronger version of yourself, of which is vitamin B6, B12, multivitamin minerals, okay, vitamin C, magnesium, calcium, vitamin C, stuff that's going to make you a stronger version, stuff that you're deficient of, vitamin D perhaps, okay. Now a lot of us, we eat foods of which they're not, obviously are live foods, they're not power foods, and what they're going to do is they're not going to make you a stronger version of yourself. And this obviously then has a knock-on effect on how you actually live your life and the way you feel. And I'll give you an example. A lot of the times we think like, oh, I've got a cold, I'm going to have a couple oranges. In order for you to have the actually the right amount of actual vitamin C, in order to cover 2 grams of vitamin C, it's for you to actually have that amount in oranges, it's quite a large amount of actual vitamin C. So it's very important for us to actually supplement ourselves with the right amount of vitamin C, in particular in the winter time. So it's very, very important to do that. And then this leads into number 5, of which is something that I want to say to you guys: understanding the composure of which you put all this together. So you've got your training, your diet, which is your nutrition, okay? You've got your supplementation, okay? Then you've got the actual desire to actually do this whole thing together and put it together and do it relentlessly every single day, because a lot of us, we can talk about it. We can talk to a friend that we actually doing it something fantastically, and we do, yeah, I've just embarked on this. But how many times are we going to do this? Are we going to do 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, and then it's gone? Okay. Remember, anyone that's gonna maintain a good physique, maintain a good health lifestyle, it's gonna be something you've got to sustain. So find those foods of which are live foods that's gonna make you a stronger, fitter, healthier, happier version of yourself. Make sure you find those intervals throughout the day of which you can consume those foods as well, of which I understand a lot of times you guys say to me, Carlos, yeah, I want to eat healthily, however I haven't got no time at work. I understand that. You know, I train a lot of people that got certain jobs of which they start in the morning and literally running like lunatics throughout the day, and they finish at 7 o'clock and they haven't even had anything to eat. I understand, I sympathize with those people because it's something that is hard sometimes. So you need to find ways of which you're going to look after your body, because remember, your body, your mind, your soul is everything you've got. So you've got to look after it, okay? So it's very important for us to become better, stronger, fitter, healthier versions. We've got to look after ourselves. So here we are, another video today. Another one today is about weight loss. in order to change our methods, our ways of getting there. Very simple one, and just for the guys out there that like simple things, here we are guys, another one. So you know where to find me, which is Carlos Trainer 10 on Instagram, also on YouTube channel, which is Carlos Trainer. And like, subscribe and share this video if you found it useful. And with all that said guys, stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit, have a great day. Focus, determination, desire, relentless, and ultimately heart, in order to become your greatest version. Get fitter, get healthier, get happier, become your greatest version. Remember, while you become your greatest versions, don't forget, have fun as well, because a lot of times you can be very serious as well. So have fun, like I always do, although doing these videos, and it gets really serious sometimes about coaching, training, psychology, problems, everything. It's always sometimes to become a kid as well and just enjoy and laugh, laugh, laugh.